Off busy State Highway 26 in Hamilton, Waikato, a miniature of New Zealand bush is thriving. This 3-hectare nursery for native plants is made of 1 glass house, 8 greenhouses, and an extensive area of outdoor plant beds. Full Bloom Nursery is the creation of Tony and May Ho, producing a wide range of New Zealand native plants and shrubs needed for conservation projects, wetlands, landscaping, and even for residences.
This is our propagation room. This is where we collect the seeds and grow them for the future, for a plant, for a crop. These are all native and they are eco-sourced. Some are 3 months old, some are 6 months old. So they start to germinate from here and you can see them, they start to come off.
Tony with May and their 3 children moved to New Zealand from Hong Kong in 1994. Tony was a trader and May was a flight attendant. They both quit their jobs and established this nursery despite having no experience in the industry.
There are more than 200 different species of native plants in this nursery. It's taken them 16 years to get to this stage. After all this time, they're still learning.
You know, in the past, they said, if once you're there, God provide, you just go and you just you learn it as you go. I guess there's a lot to learn, but like I said, I'm quite lucky. Like I'm a fast learner. I pick it up really quick. Yeah, but I think the hardest part was the name of the plants in the beginning. But good thing, like I said, I was a fast learner, so I picked it up in about 6 months.
Like every business, you have to know what you're doing. And plant is a very big industry. We only know very little. As the time you learn from your experience, you start to know that you are not enough. Most of the Asian people come here is to take away or sometimes growing vegetable, but both of them I don't know. So I have to see anything you start new, then you have to look at something that suits yourself for the future. The first thing is you have to know them. Say plant, they cannot talk to you. You have to understand them. You look at the plant and you can talk to them and sing to them, make sure that they grow happy in the long term. So make sure that there are no disease and make sure it's weed-free. These are all the things the nurseryman.
Actually, I like the propagation side of it, really. I like to see the plants grow, the roots, strides, and it gives you the kind of satisfaction you cannot describe, not money can buy. Yeah, and how I enjoy it. I like working in the night, after 7 o'clock, yeah, especially in winter. And I'm working alone here. I just love that kind of feeling. I find it's very therapeutic.
The nursery is pretty much my home. I mean, I came here at the age of 3. Got to take care of everything. But no, there's always a lot of things to learn about, and also associate them with real-life situations.
The result of their hard work often ends up in areas like this. This bush is part of the Hamilton's Gully Restoration Program, where Tony's been actively involved, promoting sustainable biodiversity of the natural environment.
And we are growers, as a commercial grower, grow plants that to meet their requirements, and we have a network to discuss what sort of things that are suitable, and you learn all this feedback from the community, and then you try to comply or meet their requirements.
He's been willing, I guess, to take a bit of a risk, and it's obvious really from that he is really passionate about what he does. He's not willing just to sort of maybe be like a supermarket selling plants that people want. They look pretty in the nursery. He's wanting to sell things that are going to be actually making a long-term benefit in the environment. So they're planted, they grow on to be, it's almost like a chain reaction with the local plants. They actually they work to create a natural ecosystem.
Right.
Yeah, I think that, he's certainly, I think he's both a conservationist and a businessman, yes.
Well, after 16 years, I think we make a good decision. We settle in New Zealand, and the children are growing up, so we start to appreciate that we are doing in the right direction. The more time you spend on your plants and you fall in love with them, at the end of the day, after hard work, you hope that the plants are ready for sales, and that is what you expected. And that's where to keep the business sustainable and keep it, and also to enhance the environment.
From being migrants who tried hard to adapt to a new life and new livelihood, Tony and May have finally seen the fruits of their labor. Their new passion has and will benefit the community as long as these native plants grow.
Well, that's all we have time for this week on Asia Down Under. Catch us next week, same time. This programme was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.